everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We have something special to present to you. Our original 2002 TNT Amusements Infomercial. This ran hundreds of times from 2002 until 2013 when we finally retired it. Originally, I put this up on YouTube. It was actually one of my first video uploads in 2010, but we had to put it up in 6 parts. Do you know why?
6 parts. Is that because YouTube used to limit you to only 15 minutes per video?
That's right. YouTube would only allow you to put up 15-minute videos or less. So we broke it apart at good spots, and it came out in 6 parts. But now, Chuck,
yes,
you'll be able to see the whole thing in one seating. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Theater of Magic.
The magic of pinball.
Amazing skill.
You can own your very own machine.
The metamorphosis.
Shoot for the right staircase.
Simply by watching this special 30-minute show, Arcade Games for the Home.
An illusion. Magic.
We will show you how easy it is to own pinball machines, or even the new dance machine. Pinball machines based on popular TV shows. Some are based on pool themes. How about a real shuffle alley that uses the puck, or a skee-ball? We even have 45 RPM jukeboxes and all CD jukeboxes, both new and used. Hey, how about a touchscreen game? We have all varieties. A new driving game with force feedback steering, or a classic like Robotron or Defender with a special program, and we'll show you how you can have a golden tee, all versions, or one of the fighting games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. So stay tuned and watch with us. Hello folks, I'm Todd Tuckey, and I would like to give you a guided tour through TNT Amusements. Come on in. TNT Amusements has one location in Southampton, Pennsylvania, the heart of Bucks County. You're within 2 hours of our location watching us on TV now, and we encourage you to come out and visit us. Many of you have seen our old infomercial so many times you've memorized the dialogue, but this new 30-minute show you're about to see, we've jam-packed with fresh new ideas and games for you to buy, plus our usual assortment of crazy gags. So watch with us. Our air-conditioned showrooms are laid out like a maze. Both classic and modern games line the halls. And it's kind of dark, but these switches will bring them all to life. What we've done is we've laid out our showrooms with all kinds of arcade games. Classic videos, more modern video games, pinball machines. Many of you used to play these games in pizza parlors, or at the candy store, or even in the college game rooms. Now you can have one in your house, and we make it very affordable and very easy to own. We have over 30 pinball machines on the floor at all times, and we back everything we sell with the best warranty and service plan on the planet. We list our complete game inventory on our website, which is appearing at the bottom of the screen. And, wait a minute. Kurt, turn this stuff off. I didn't tell you could get up and leave. The show's only been running for 5 minutes. The show is 30 minutes. When the show is over, then you can get up and go to the computer. Thank you. Here's an interesting concept. 3 different games in one cabinet. In this game here, they've combined the original Pac-Man, Rally X, or Dig Dug. You can select from any of the 3, either the original game programs or the new version, what they call the new arrangement. The new arrangement offers stereo sound and a lot more things to do. You can bypass the instructions just by hitting the start button here. This also allows 2 people to play at the same time. The second round adds a real neat feature. It's called the dash. When I hit this button, I zip right through. And it also knocks the creatures unconscious for a moment. This particular game is similar to Asteroids, but it lets 2 people play at the same time, either by themselves or a space station, or 1 player by himself or as a space station. I'm going to choose to play it more or less like the original Asteroids. But the beautiful color vector monitor has just stunning color that does not show up too well on your home TV. But these vector graphics are sharp and crystal clear, and a subwoofer enhances the sound effect. Considering that this machine was made in 1981, it still has unrivaled sound and picture quality. Now we're playing the game in the space station mode, single player. A lot of you may remember Jungle Hunt. This game starts with the Tarzan theme. And then you must jump a series of ropes until you go underwater. You kind of have to time it just right. That was lucky. Very lucky. But that wasn't. Oh. Al is playing Journey from 1983. One of the very first games to use real digital graphics of the band members. But what we specialize in at TNT Amusements are pinball machines. And folks, we have hundreds of them. The oldest machines we sell are 1977. That's when they became electronic. The electronic machines mean less breakdown. The older machines are easy to tell. They just have numbers here for scoring. From 77 to 85 there were numbers, and then from 85 to 1991, words and numbers, like on these 2 machines. And from 91 until the present, we have what we call a dot matrix display that can draw different pictures. Briefly, there were 2 machines made with TV monitors in them in 1999, called Pinball 2000. They featured a television monitor that reflected on special glass and puts the gameplay right on the screen. Real sharp, but unfortunately it just didn't sell. But now these machines are considered very collectible. Caveman, made by Gottlieb in 1981, also included a TV monitor on the playfield itself. And this was used in the actual gameplay, as you'll see. When your ball goes up on either lane, the playfield lights turn off, and a joystick on the front of the machine operates the caveman as he goes around and batters the green dinosaurs. The green dinosaurs then turn red a moment later, and you only have a short time as they get faster and faster to get them all. Otherwise, you're dead. In addition to all the computer circuitry in the head to run the game, inside, where the TV monitor is bolted down in, is also the circuit boards for the game itself. You know, folks, it's been a while since our last infomercial where I dropped a playfield like this onto a fake rubber hand. A lot of people said, "You going to do the same gag?" I said, I seriously doubt it. We are above such tackiness. We always have at least 4 different shuffle alleys on display. Right now we have 6 and 2 different skee balls. And we have them in all price ranges, starting at only $15.99. Every shuffle alley is 6-player, and they all play 5 different games. The oldest machine we sell is made in 1977. That's when they became computerized, and that's all we sell for dependability reasons. The last years made were 1996. So there's about 15 different models. Every machine is thoroughly reconditioned before you get it, including new side rail rubber and a brand new metal plate in the front. And of course the alley moves as fast as it can with a new rebound rubber in the back. When you start a game, you push the button and select how many players. I'm just going to leave it on 1. And then you select which game you wish to play. Regulation bowling, Gold Strike, which uses the gold nuggets in the center, Super Strike, Strike 90, which is on many other games, and the popular Flash. In Flash, you try to slide the puck down the strike lanes, which are the double black lines, when the light is on the red, and it'll freeze it. Well, I probably won't get this, but if I get a spare, I'll get 500 points. Let's see. Nope. Alley Cats has one interesting distinction. When you're playing this game, when you slide the puck down, it sounds like broken bottles. Triple Strike, even though it's one of the older electronic machines, is still quite dependable and will last for years and years in your home. Williams has been using the same parts that reset the pins for over 30 years. The same nylon pieces, the same springs, everything is the same. A very dependable system, and we'll be resetting it and cleaning it before you get it. We also stock for your game room foosball tables in both gray and the traditional oak color. And folks, at $499, these are a great deal because they're all wood. They're not those cheap particle board foosball tables at the discount houses, nothing like that. And the deluxe dark green Premier foosball they just released with 3 gullies instead of the traditional 1. These are $649, all solid wood. And folks, we stock them year-round, not just in the fall. Do you desire a good quality ping pong table? We stock the Kettler brand, made in Germany, considered the finest in the world and tournament grade. And we have 4 different models, always in stock. Here's a 7-foot Premier brand air hockey table. Brushed aluminum rails on the side, solid wood construction, 2 motors. Real good quality at $699. Not like those $400 and $500 tables you find at the discount houses. And for those who love the genre, there's nothing quite like Super Chex hockey. And here's Brian to help me play.
You think I can get one of these at cost?
In a word, no. Let's go back up front to the main showroom now. We have lots of games to play. The doorbell. I wonder who that could be. Girls! Ah, I'd like to introduce you. This is Terry Noreen and Tammy Nicole. Terry is 2.5, Tammy is 5.5. Tucky, of course. They have the TNT initials. Tammy, what have you learned?
TNT Amusements where you're cheating trash.
That's not what we memorized.
I'm just teasing.
I hope you're teasing. Tell them what. Tell us what it really is.
TNT Amusements where you are more.
Very good. Thank you, girls. Give me a kiss. And now I'll show you what my girls like to play the most.
Cruising.
Ah, yes, cruising. Tammy was weaned on this game. This is the first game she learned how to play when she was just 2. Go ahead, start her up. This game lets you pick out what kind of car you want. Pick up your car and change the color. By pressing a button on the dashboard, you can change the color and model of the car too.
Ready, set, go!
The high-resolution graphics and sound are just tremendous. The force feedback steering feels like a real car. The cruising circuit boards are quite fascinating to see. Let me show you. Get a light. The heart of all video games is the logic board. This board here has all the graphics and sound of what you see on the screen. These 20 chips here have all the picture images of you driving coast to coast. They're transferred to these smaller chips as you play the game, so there's a nice fluid movement to the game as you go. There's no herky-jerkiness, and you're not waiting for constant reloads as you would with a CD-ROM. Isn't that annoying to see the flashing icon flash loading, loading, loading? Let me cut away to my brother's house and I'll show you something. Hopefully you won't end up like my nephew Jonathan and his girlfriend Jen as they wait and wait and wait for those CD-ROMs to load. Just cleaning up the cobwebs is a chore. These 8 chips here have all the music encoded on chips. They give you digital music. All this information is sent over to this board here, which controls the force feedback of the steering up front. So this board here sends different impulses to a motor that's bolted to the steering wheel. This also has the amplifier for the sound system. There's 2 amplifiers because there's 2 separate channels. Down here, this is the power supply, and this supplies all the needed voltages to run all these boards. And usually we put a brand new one of these in when we sell you a game. This is one of her favorite games. Grab a hold. You're off. Oh. You gotta stay out of the way so you don't get your head bumped. Woo! Ha ha!
Hey, that's getting
Tammy has picked out a real expensive one. I wonder where the girls are. Ah, come on in. I'll bet you there's some favorite games in here to play. Terry's going to play Revenge from Mars, and Tammy, oh, she's going out in the other room. Try this one. Hit the flippers. We start them young. Now, where did she go? Tammy is playing one of the classics. This is Galaga, and this is presented in a brand new edition. How you doing, baby? Terry has found a kiddie ride, haven't you? Come on, climb on. Atta girl. Need some help? There we go. And we'll start it. You like this ride? Terry, what are you doing there?
I play horsey. A year high, I count.
Okay, we'll play. I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder where my little baby could be hiding. Could she be in the pinball crib we built for her a while ago? Who's there?
Boo. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Say goodbye, everybody. It's time for the girls to leave. They'll be back later.
Bye. We'll see you for the next time.
That's enough. Go! And now we're going to get down to business. I'm going to take you into the back to show you how we recondition the games. The painstaking process of rebuilding these 20-year-old classics takes time. And now we're going to show you how we do it.
I always wanted to be in a video game.
And on Monday, you'll be looking for employment. Joe's in the process of reflowing solder on all the solder points of this circuit board. This tedious process takes quite a bit of time, but in fact, this eliminates about 90% of future problems that your machine may develop. John is working on a 1977 Phoenix pinball machine. This is the oldest electronic machine we sell.
Who's old?
We perform many techniques on these machines that solve many quirky problems that these games develop even after just being a few years old. Many of our competitors are unaware, overlook, or skip these mods to save time and cash. John, looks like it's coming along pretty good.
Yeah, I have a few more bulbs and finish rebuilding the flippers.
And how much time do you think you have left?
About an hour.
You see this? That's how much time you have, and it isn't long, my pretty, it isn't long. This is Funhouse. An animatronic figure named Rudy is on the playfield, and his eyes open and close. They also move left and right, and his jaw moves back and forth, synchronized with the music soundtrack of the game. A lot of these machines need a lot of new parts. Before Funhouse is sold, we replace a lot of the links and plungers inside that go bad. His eyes are full there. Now they're regular and shut. And then another set of coils here goes left and right eye movement. There's a motor inside the machine that controls his jaw, moving it up and down. And finally a coil that's buried in the bottom that when the ball goes in his mouth, he can effectively throw it up. That you'll see in a moment in operation. We now have the game on full test, and you'll see that Rudy is going through all the motions. And now that we know he's working properly, we'll show you an actual gameplay. And now we'll finish putting him back together.
Come on in. Funhouse.
Now at this scene, you try to get your ball in his mouth while he's snoring.
You don't want to go down there.
Sam is really an accountant by trade, but on Saturdays he gives me a few hours and loves to overhaul the pinball machines. Do a good job, Sam. Right now we're overhauling a Monopoly pinball machine. Chris and Mike are now in the process of changing the rubbers. Boys, you're using the wrong size. You two are never going to make it in this industry. Right now we're starting the reconditioning process of this Robotron. And Rob is doing the first step of the process, cleaning the cabinet.
How's me, Mr. Clean?
Now to take the control panel apart so we can replace the overlay. We always put brand new casters on the bottoms of the games. This is sometimes skipped by other dealers. Rob is now getting ready to put the new overlay on this machine. Stephen is masking off the artwork on the Robotron. Justin is bondoing and sanding the new work. And now the machine gets its coat of paint that matches the original color. Now Justin will be doing the unveiling. And the last pieces, the side art is finished. The old linear power supply back in its day was very efficient, but we replace it with a brand new one. The ROM board has the whole game program in it, and it transfers the images to the main logic board and stores them in these RAM chips for gameplay. All these boards are also renovated. Wallace has just started working on this game, Galaga. He's filling in some of the holes and nicks on the cabinet before the pre-paint. A new coat of paint on the side. The Galaga now has new T-molding. A new switching power supply. This is a control panel that we're going to touch up and clean. John's now masking off the original artwork. The black has now been sanded down. New black paint on the control panel, and then the removal of the masking tape is next. John is now working on the side art. The end result is a beautifully restored game. I want you to move the Pac-Man out and put it where the centipede is, okay, Greg? And also the X-Files pinball, switch it with the Theater Magic. And Marla, please do something with the curls on the top of my head. They make me look fat. That camera's not running, is it?
Of course not.
This is a World Cup soccer that we just started overhauling. Let's look at the condition of the playfield. As you can see, the rubbers are dry rotted. And there's quite a level of dirt throughout the field. These are some before shots before we begin the extensive overhaul of the playfield. And after. Now look at the difference. Here's before and after. The ramps are all scrubbed clean. The extent to what we do is take all the parts off the field and then start scrubbing. The entire machine is re-rubbered and re-lamped. And after. Before and after. Before after. Rob is getting this Tommy ready for shipping. We then strap the machine securely to the pallet. And the finished results. Even if you live outside of our delivery area, we can box and crate these games and ship them anywhere in the world. We sell 45 RPM jukeboxes starting at only $7.99. This is a road jukebox and it plays the records horizontally here. The tone arm tracks at only 1 gram. These jukeboxes have a high fidelity amplifier with almost 200 watts of power. And the mechanisms are designed for millions of plays. And the computers that run them are very dependable, and they're also flexible, so you can make all kinds of adjustments yourself. We sell the Rockola brand, made in America, Bubbler Nostalgia Jukebox, brand new, for only $62.99. The 8 bubble tubes, the inlaid poplar wood, and the latest CD Pro mechanism makes this jukebox a joy to behold. The lowest price on the East Coast. And it comes with a free full-feature remote control. That felt good. This is the Seaberg Mardi Gras. It was made in the 70s, plays 45 RPM records, and it has the blinking lights. This Seaberg actually has a disco ball in it, and, better yet, a small window at the top so you can actually see the record playing. This is a 1954 Seaberg jukebox. Hey Bill, take the cover off. Bill's been working on Seabergs for how many years?
52.
52 years now. Bill loves Seabergs. It looks pretty complicated to me, but Bill knows his stuff and he can get these mechanisms cleaned and working and running beautifully. Well, Bill, is it ready to go?
You bet. Ready to ship.
Thank you. Howard's making some last-minute adjustments on this road jukebox. What record you got there, Howard? Listen. Pretty good. Let me see it real quick. What a great record. Let me see that for a second. Oh, there she goes. Let's have a look inside the Xenon at the electronic system. We have a 4-player game, which all electronic games are, plus a display that counts the balls and how many credits you have, quarters. You can see the computer-controlled lights flashing now. Inside, this is the logic board, the heart and soul of all pinball machines. It's this board that tells the game exactly what to do and how to play. These 2 chips are the personality for this particular game, in this case, Xenon. And these 2 chips tell, when you roll over certain switches, what the machine should do. They use this board in many other pinball machines made by Bally for about 8 years. Other companies have a similar system. Now, this board over here is the solenoid driver board. This supplies the 5 volts to all the electronics, plus the high voltage 200 volts that run all the orange displays in the head. See this row of transistors at the bottom that look like a row of soldiers? There's 20 solenoids that the computer up on the left can control. If I hit them, that's the knocker when you win a free game. It activates all the different coils in this particular machine and can instantly tell the coil to thump. Now this other board down here is the lamp driver board. There are 64 transistors of 2 different sizes that run all the different lights on the machine. If I short them out like this, with this probe here, you can see different lights on the machine light up. The computer can flash individual lights at any time. But in the case of Xenon, 64 lights weren't enough. So they added this board. They call it an auxiliary lamp driver that can run all the extra lights. There's a lot of lights, for instance, in the head of the machine that you can see flashing as I short them out here. Lastly, we have the sound board. In this case, there are 2. This produces all the sounds, and this board produces all the words and talking. Xenon was the first pinball machine to feature a woman's voice. Do you see these large chips? Each one of these chips has 2 or 3 different words programmed into it. There's an empty slot with something they didn't use here. Now, in newer games, like a little toy doll, they have a chip this size that has like 50 words in it. But back then, they had these big giant chips here that had all these different words in them. And they're run here when I push the test button. Listen. Probably in that chip first. Moves to this chip. Now we're down to this one, probably. This one. Probably over here, and moves down. All those sounds produced by these 2 boards back in 1980. This was quite state-of-the-art back then. Let me remove our logic probe. We only like selling computer-controlled machines just like this because even though they're old, the computers, once they're overhauled, are tremendously reliable and should work for many years to come. Justin's finishing up Sega's Afterburner.
Todd, I gotta leave early tonight.
Early? Well, you just got here 12 hours ago.
I know, but my son's been invited to a birthday party at one of his pizza places.
A competitor. And I hope you take lots of extra money because you're going to need it. You're going to run out of tokens in about 3 minutes. You know, folks, we do parties here at TNT Amusements where everything is on free play, no tokens. I'm going to take you up front now and show you how we do private parties. This is my beautiful wife, Pam. She's one of the party hostesses at TNT Amusements. Take it away.
All you do is bring your items in, place them here on the counter, and we take it from there. We do all the rest of the work. We recommend large bottles of soda or juice boxes. And we also have a large freezer down here for ice cream cakes and novelties. We provide the baskets, and you're responsible for the paper goods and snacks. Also, these parties are great for church and synagogue socials, employee parties, and camps. Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, graduation parties, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, but no alcohol. Oh, and yeah, we do a lot of surprise parties too here.
You've been to a lot of places where you've had a party, and what we've done is we've taken the best elements of those places and put it all under one roof. Just think of the fun you're going to have here. Everything's on free play. There are no tokens needed to play any of the games. You just push the start button and play. Our parties are still priced between $159 and $199. We've never had a price increase in all these years. Just think, when you walk through the front door, you'll know the exact final cost of your party, because there is nothing extra to buy. Nothing.
This is Joe from Today's Pizza. He gives our pies 5 for the plain, 6 with toppings, and
they're great, and we deliver them hot.
The local Southampton Lee's Hoagie House takes 15% off everything on the menu. Just ask Chuck and Charles.
Our hoagies are good. And fresh and delicious also.
And just look at them eat. This is Serge from Maggio's Pizza in Southampton. And he has pizza for $6, and the toppings are $1.50 more.
You're gonna love our pizza.
Great. So good.
And I get a chance to sample all the food. Oh!
I was like, you know the corn dogs are I'm like, you know the corn dogs are in your first place.
There's nothing like having good food at a birthday party. At some point during your party, we run a classic cartoon. These old Technicolor classics are in film, not video.
Look, Angelina, look over there. Look, Bugs Bunny.
The cartoons are bright and clear. But if you desire, we can run a Three Stooges, especially if you're having an adult party or bachelor party. We have some of the latest games, and you'll also find a bunch of classics, all under one roof.
And on there.
Say hi, Todd.
I see these two are trying our mirrors. Tell me, Bob, do you think the mirror will make me look fat or thin?
Oh, no, you'll be as skinny as a rail. Skinny. They won't even see you.
And the best thing about having a party here is it's all private. Just your group. And, of course, me. I can do anything I want. And the local Southampton Baskin-Robbins has 10% off any of their ice cream cakes. Here's Phil Nagel, the owner.
And we have 31 flavors to choose from. Just give us a call.
Woo! And the best part of any party, of course, is the cake.
it's Mrs. birthday. We're going to count to 3. You ready? We'll sing happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So, Fitz, you having a good time at your party?
Yeah,
How much time do you have left?
about an hour.
You see that? That's how much time you have left. And it isn't long, my pretty. It isn't long. Folks, we're not perfect. But because we're trying to sell the games, we try to keep them in the best operating condition that we can. If one game doesn't work, tell us, and then move on to another game. Oh. Didn't I see you in a movie?
Who, me?
Here's a great pinball, and here's the perfect player for it. Even my church has had a party here. We're open 7 days a week for birthday parties. You can have it any day of the week, but our showroom does remain open for home sales, and we may have customers in during your party. But If you'd like, you can book your party Saturday nights and Sundays when our showroom is closed and only your party is in our showroom. Traditionally, in every infomercial, I play this sex tester. Let's see what happens. Ah! Harmless! And we have a CD jukebox filled with all the latest hits and golden oldies, too. Hey, Dave, I see you're teaching him how to drive pretty young.
Sure am, Todd.
With 80-plus games, there's a game for everyone to play. Tight fit here. And everybody continues to play. Nobody's waiting, no stuck tokens. You just play and play. And we always have a good touchscreen game in the showroom, even for slow learners. Back in the office where it's quiet. You know, folks, we've been doing parties here at TNT Amusements since 1988. And in all those years, our prices are still the same. A 2-hour party is still between $159 and $199, depending on the day of the week. A great value, and folks, I've been to a lot of party places, and we do it best. I'd like you to look at our website for more information. Our party page on the website gives you complete details on how to have a party here at TNT Amusements, and what you'll need to bring and what you're responsible for. Take a look. We also provide free 3-color invitations that even have a map on the back in case any of your guests get lost. And now, it is time for TNT Amusements' top 10 reasons to buy from us. Reason number 1, our incredible warranty plan. Folks, for the first 5 years you own the game, we guarantee an inexpensive repair. I'll give you an example. Colin? Thanks. This is an asteroids board. Should it fail for the first 5 years you own it, we'll exchange or repair it for just $75. None of our competitors will do that. You can call now, the phone number at the bottom of the screen, and order our free 8-page color brochure. And inside you'll find the top 10 reasons to buy from us. Here we are at Igor's Pinball Palace. And Igor, or sells pinballs on the side, I hear.
Absolutely.
This is junk. How long is it going to take you to get this piece of crap working?
I can have it fixed in absolutely no time. 1 hour or so ought to do the job.
Oh, man. Who would want to buy a game like this from you? Tell me, how long is your warranty?
At least 10, 20 minutes.
Actually, folks, this is my brother, my twin brother, Rob. And... And, folks... Oh, wait a minute, one more. I forgot one.
Hey, that's real. Hold on there.
He and I are just showing you what it would be like if you tried to buy something from one of those basement dealers. Curtis, give me a close-up! A close-up! No, not that kind of a close-up. A close-up! Well, I did ask for a close-up, didn't I? Actually, folks, we're up to reason number 2. The largest selection of games in the world. And I'm going to give you a tour of our warehouse. We have several thousand machines waiting to be reconditioned in our warehouse. Golden Tee, Cocktail Games, Miss Pac-Man, Centipede, Zaxxon, Galaga, Millipede, all kinds of games. Once you've placed your order, we pull the machine out of the warehouse, bring it back to the shop, and recondition it. Oh, by the way, Colin, I'd like to move these 3 games over to here and put those 3 games over to here. It'll make it a little more aesthetically pleasing.
Sure, for a $2 an hour raise.
Consider it done. Here's an asteroids we took in trade that's been carpeted. Oh, how nice. Would you maybe like this in your house? Or how about a classic game like Kiss? Remember, folks, our complete inventory is listed on our website, tntamusements.com. Also, all the prices are there too. Reason number 3. You have 30 days from the delivery date to make sure you like the game you bought. That's 4 weeks to try the game, and if you don't like it, you get full credit toward another purchase. Hey, you know what? I think I hear Rita finishing up a party. Let's go in and take a look. Oh, Rita, the party's over, huh?
Yes, it's all done.
So was it a hit?
Always a hit here at TNT. We have great parties.
I like it. Tell me, what's with the I Dream of Jeannie look tonight?
It's for this. Todd's little tiny owl.
Oh, and we keep our bathrooms crystal clean at TNT Amusements. That Rita. Reason number 4. Get the tie all straightened out again. Good. Free phone service tips. Either myself or one of our staff, in this case Kurt, will try to help you fix your problem over the telephone at no cost to you. We'll spend as much time as it takes to get you going again. We'll open up a book, and with you in front of the machine on another phone, we have a 90% chance of solving your problems. We also include with all the pinball machines we sell a soldering iron, bulbs, and fuses that should carry you through most problems you'll experience over the time you own the machine. We've heard about people who've bought a game elsewhere, and when they've called for service, they've had the phone, bang, slammed down in their ear. We don't service games, we just sell them. Or, our serviceman is on a 1-year vacation, call back. That won't happen with us. Unless, of course, you aggravate us. Reason number 5, great trade-in deals. Folks, we guarantee you in writing a minimum of 50% back in credit when you're tired of the game. You will eventually tire of the game. Trade it back with us, and you'll get 50% back in credit minimum toward another purchase. No one else does that, and we print it right in the bottom of your sales invoice when you first purchase the game. Reason number 6, we stock thousands of parts and circuit boards to get you going. Flipper sleeves, brand new pinballs, fluorescent starters, battery holders, fuse blocks, flipper rubbers, all the other rubbers that are used in the game, all sorts of different fuses, ball guides, caps for the pop bumpers, drop targets, new ramps. Plus, we have thousands of boards in stock, too. These boxes contain boards from many popular video games. This enables us to do in-house board repairs fast by just picking out one of these spare boards. This is Jerry. He's in charge of the bookkeeping at TNT Amusements and also does the paychecks. Tell me, have we bounced any checks today?
Well, there were a few, actually. I made you a list up.
We're on. We're on.
Oops. We reconciled to the penny.
Ah, good. Reason number 7, our 57-point checklist. We go very thoroughly through these machines before they're finally delivered to your home, and then we recheck everything to make sure nothing was skipped. This quality control pretty much assures you of trouble-free operation that many of our competitors end up skipping. We take Discover, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Diners Club, even Carte Blanche cards, and we also take Mac cards. We also finance through Beneficial Savings Bank. So, I see you're setting up for another party, Rita.
Yeah, we're booked solid.
Oh. Tell me. Which would the Cleopatra look tonight?
Some people never learn. I sent Caesar to his throne.
Again! Reason number 9. Our own men and trucks deliver the machines to your home in a 4-state area. And boys, if anything goes wrong, don't come back. How much time do you think you'll be?
About an hour.
You see this? That's how much time you have, and it isn't long, my pretty. It isn't long. And finally, reason number 10. You buy the best of the best. Do you want a high mileage game that was used for years in an arcade, or one that was underwater in 1996? I don't think so. Let me show you something. These two Black Knights were both made in 1980, but only one of them is suitable for a home sale to you. The other one is just not up to our expectations of quality, and we'll have to dispose of it. The same is true with these two Miss Pac-Mans, both made in 1981. Only one of them is suitable for a home sale to you. The other one, well, Steve, what should we do with it?
Well, we can dump it at an auction, or we could sell it to another dealer.
Not bad either. But you know what? I've got just the solution. Okay, boys, let her go! Here's another game you'll never see at the auction. Rohan, why don't you tidy this up a bit? Maybe we can take it to the auction after all. They'll buy anything in an auction. And that concludes our top 10 reasons. You know, I've been in this business for many years, and now I'm collecting. In addition to pinball ties, I collect arcade games. Let's go over to my house. Welcome to my game room. I collect mini games. Come on in and I'll show you around. I collect mini games because you can fit more in the small area of space. And they're also ideal for many people. I happen to have little Terry here. What's your favorite game?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, eh? All of a sudden, the baby was dropped. Whoop! Would you like to play? Here, come on. Atta girl. I love to watch. Good girl. I have over 58 mini dedicated games in my collection now, including Gorf. Tammy!
I'll play a video game with you.
Sure, we can play a game, but what's the magic word?
Now!
That's right! Let's play! Maybe one day you can come over and play at my house. But in the meantime, let's get back to the shop. What a great idea. Why not rent a jukebox for your next party? Here's a modern, all-CD jukebox, $225. How about a classic 50s Happy Days style, $275. And we have the old-fashioned bubbler look. This is $325. Plus, we've got lots of other games that you can rent. All this rental information is in our brochure that you can call now and have sent to you. We rent basketballs, air hockeys, bubble hockeys, pretty much anything that we actually sell here, you can rent for a one-day party at your home or at the location you're renting for your party. Please give us a call and order the brochure. All of our one-day rental information is also on the website. Just click on One Day Rentals. We've covered quite a bit of territory tonight, haven't we? And we're hoping that you'll join one of our over 6,000 customers now in our customer file here with over 13,000 machines purchased. And this doesn't even include the birthday party customers. These old videotapes you're seeing now show how our customer base and our Rolodex file has grown. Don't trust an expensive purchase like this to an online auction or one of those basement dealers. Come and see us first. And oh, by the way, you have 1 hour to call for your free brochure. See you soon. Music. Filmed in color? Everything's filmed in color now. What happened? What happened? Don't turn your TV off. We have 4 minutes of bloopers. Hi. Oh, hi again. Yes. TNT Amusements.
Yes.
Many of you have already seen our infomercial and have memorized the dialogue. So many because of...
The dance. Keep the dance, keep the dance.
And it's back on in seconds.
Not.
A complete inventory of everything we have is on our website, which is now appearing at the bottom of the screen. And you can see everything we have. Wait a minute. Kurt, turn the machines off. What are you doing? What are you doing? You forgot a switch, Kurt.
Why?
The most important switch. There's also the original Jurassic Park pinball. Here's one based on the popular board game. Popular? Popular? Did I say popular?
You see this? You have exactly 1 hour. Oh, wrong line. Yes!
We also provide free party invitations. There's even a map that shows you how to get here for your guests. High quality 3-color invitations. And they're free. We also provide free invitations to your party. See, I'm holding it upside down. See? We also provide free... One more time, and this is it. We also provide free 3-color wedding invitations. We also provide... Folks, it's 3 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning.
These parties are great for church socials, synagogue socials. We provide the baskets you're required for the... These parties are great for social and church groups.
She's rolling. She's clicking.
1 second.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, she's done laughing, rolling, and walking. You're on.
Justin's doing the final touches to Sega's Afterburner. How's it coming?
I gotta leave early tonight.
Early? What? Justin's doing the final touches to Sega's Hang On. Hang On! Finishing up, working on Sega's Arnold. I don't want to do this anymore.
This is it.
Jonathan, you've only been here 12 hours.
I know, but my son's been invited to a birthday party at...
Order our 8-page color brochure now by dialing the number at the bottom of the screen. Inside, you'll... Would you switch these 3 games with those 3 games to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing?
Sure. For $2 an hour more on. Sure.
Also, all the prices are there too. Jeepers Creepers.
Try your game at the auction.
Living is good, isn't it, folks? Good night.
That was awesome.
What a great trip down memory lane. I used to love watching that at night.
Definitely.
And it's all part of my greatness. Thanks for watching, folks. And remember,
we'll
meet
again.
Good night.
Good night. Now get out!
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like